Well, hello, my keto community, my snowflakes, my turtles, and my pickles. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto under 20. Today it's under 10. I'm having a big salad. I'm having asparagus. I'm having cauliflower crumbles. And I'm putting some sauteed almonds in the salad, 2 tablespoons of oils, and a 6-ounce filet that we already cooked on the grill, and it has all the X's on it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And yeah, so I can't wait, but I'm going to wait because it's not dinner time yet. But I'm doing OMAD. I have to tell you, this is my favorite water. It's 10 cents off until the 4th, so Thursday through Thursday. So I'll have to buy every dang sparkling water they have in the store. I am so relaxed right now. I have so much gratitude right now. I couldn't do a SmackDown if you paid me. So don't ask for a 911 keto coaching with Sarah because I don't have it in me. You want to know what I did? Well, I worked the overnight, which is like, a lot these days, which is good. And I came home, and today was the day. It was so funny because somebody said, my pickle that we messaged back and forth and emailed back and forth. She said she had a dream about me, and we were going to take a Pilates class today. And it must have been, she lives in Idaho, and I'm on Cape Cod in Massachusetts. And it's so funny because today was the day I decided, now that I'm freed up, the tenant got leased, I handed the keys over, I need visitation. And so I said, with this little extra time now and only one meal a day, OMAD, I'm going to start doing my Pilates or the rec center again where I walk. And yeah. So of course I'm at the police department and I'm trying to remember where I left the stretchy. I knew where the mat was, the Pilates mat, but the band that I use, a resistance band, I couldn't remember where I left it. And so it was one of those things, and it's 2 in the morning and I'm at the police department. It's not earth shattering. I wouldn't send a cruiser to my house to wake up Greg and ask him where it is, and he wouldn't know where it was anyway. So anyway, it's one of those funny moments, but talk about synchronicity. So then I did Pilates and I go onto YouTube and I find people that record a bunch of stuff. And oftentimes I love Soul Train, but I get so mesmerized by their dancing. It is so absolutely cool. Those were the days I loved coming home from school and watching Soul Train, not necessarily American Bandstand. I loved the dancing and the fashion. And the women were so tiny then. It must have been before they started doing weird things to the wheat or something, or the standard American diet started putting all kinds of chemicals in everything like aspartame and things like that. But so I put on, I decided on Luther Vandross. And oh my God. And I'm doing Pilates, so it's a slow motion kind of thing, where you build the resistance and you hold it and stuff like that. It was so transformational. I loved it. And it was so funny because he had a duet with Beyonce on it, and he put her last name. And, so she must have been just a baby. I was in the tub by then, so I didn't see her, but I did see a Mariah Carey one, that a duet, and she was teeny tiny, and she must have been about 17 years old or something. But I love my Luther. It put me in such a good place. His songs, there's something transporting and makes me want to cry. The beauty of his voice. I miss him. I miss my Luther. And just like I miss my Bernie. I can't remember what Bernie's last name is right at this moment, but when he did that movie Soul Men with what's in your wallet? Why can't I think of him? See, I'm so relaxed There's no waves up here. It's like, I have to make movements so Anyway, so I was listening to that. It was great. And I did a half hour of Pilates. And I said, well, that should have been a resolution. But I hadn't realized how freed up my body would be and my head would be with the busyness, with the must do this, must do that, that when it's Christmas and when you're finished, when you're redoing a cottage and then you're leasing up somebody in a cottage, it's constant busyness in the head. One more thing, keep a note, write it down, post it. So I planned our dinners for tonight. We're having the filet, and I already told you about the veggies and the salad, and so it's so exciting. So I kept Luther going, and I took a good soak. And that should have been another thing on my resolution. I've had three Dr. Teal baths. And to me, that is multitasking because I'm chilling in the tub, but the bath salts are loaded with magnesium, which is so good for your body. It's, it's one of the minerals. It's an electrolyte, and our bodies love electrolytes, and it keeps us from having things like keto flu and all the other things. And I noticed on those days, because I'm OMAD, if I put one of the Dr. Prices into my noontime water that I have with my supplements, it does help me. It carries me. And so does this. And this is the only, I think it's the only bottled water I've ever seen that has on the back, naturally occurring parts per million, calcium, magnesium, potassium. And so I love this. Now I got this idea from Chris Kruger, and I don't know if you guys listen to him, but he's what's up, beautiful people? And he only knows yelling. I haven't heard him speak softly yet. So you got to be in the mood because he is pumped up. But he's good. He's funny. And so yeah, when he was talking about this one day, and I said, oh, I'm going to find it. And so I found it, the non-sparkling, which I'm just not a fan of non-sparkling. That's all. And I bought a case of it at Whole Foods. It was on sale. In the real thick green glass, like Canada Dry used to come in. I remember that as a kid because I chipped my tooth. Oh, here's a factoid. I chipped my tooth on a Canada Dry bottle. I was watching, it was the funeral for JFK because it was like right around Thanksgiving. And I'll never forget, I was at Greg Shields' house and I was having a Canada Dry. I was 13 years old. Yeah. So very sad time. But that's what I'm having. So I am so chillaxed. I can't stand it. And, I know that keto keeps my moods like that, my balance like that. But when you start doing all the little side things for self-care, it is absolutely amazing how calm your life can be. So my recipe is Dr. Teal's Mountain Valley Sparkling Spring Water and Luther Vandross. And that's all you need. And then you can have your one meal a day and be fine. Now I brought to the tub with me my Sarah School book, Additives. And I decided to do aspartame next because there's so many people in the keto community that still have aspartame and don't think it's dangerous. Well, let me just tell you this, okay? Let me tell you, this chapter on aspartame is the longest chapter in this book. There are some contenders that are 15, 16, 17 pages, but this on aspartame is 20 pages. So it might have to be a two-parter. I don't know. I mean, So that's going to be the next Sarah School. So if you're using aspartame, your homework is to start Googling it and see for yourself that it's not really a healthy additive that you might want to be putting in your body. And when you start taking care of yourself, one good thing kind of leads into the next, right? So I always buy grass-fed ground beef. That's a given. Lamb is good because that's pretty much pasture raised. I've been buying the air chilled, no this and that added to it, not necessarily organic drumettes for when I do the little chickeny thing in coconut oil. I have a ton of organic pork chops in the fridge, and we have a local farm nearby, and they have organic heritage pork. And so they slaughter the pig and they freeze wrap the parts and stuff. So the bacon and the roasts and the spare ribs, and it's wonderful. And so it's sausages. So you can go there and buy it at the farm year round too. It's kind of cool. So, you can begin to upgrade. Like after the carrageenan, that brought out a lot of comments that people were buying. Land O'Lakes, doesn't that sound like the most wonderful thing? And they put carrageenan in their heavy whipping cream. So for a short dollar, you can buy Organic Valley, Horizons, Whole Foods has organic heavy whipping cream. And there's better care taken with that. It's just a dollar more for the pint, I believe. And it doesn't have carrageenan in it. So you're already doing something good for yourself as far as buying organic veggies as your budget allows, but always buy organic spinach. And that's what they say. And I say the same with baby lettuces, just because they're so fragile anyway, and they don't last but a day in the fridge. The watercress, I would buy organic if they had the choice, but they don't. They have organic watercress at Trader Joe's, but it's really like little clovers like you see in lawns and stuff that haven't been treated with all the chemicals that go on Muffy and Buffy. So I digress. Yeah, I know. So anyway, but I buy it in the cellophane bags at both Whole Foods and Stop and Shop, and I think the brand is Crescent. I think they have baby arugula too, which I haven't bought, but I might, because that would be a nice salad too with some nice feta cheese in it. So, so you start making little upgrades. For me, it's the grass-fed ground beef all the time. I do the grass-fed when it is priced in a way that makes it good. But there seems to be grades now. You can actually buy something that you can tell it's been a little bit better raised and processed, and then there's organic, and then there's the low grade stuff. So it's just you pick your battles. I buy the organic olive oil. I'm working on a Stop and Shop one now, but I have Trader Joe's, and I have another one too. The macadamia nut oil that I buy doesn't come organic, at least in the store, but I buy that, and it's still a better choice. You have to, I call it BBCs, better bad choices. And what you want to do is just become aware. I think the first part is becoming aware, like what you're putting in your mouth. You're not buying a head of iceberg lettuce because there's zero, nada nutrition in it. You're not buying your cases of diet soda anymore, and you definitely won't after we get through this. And so you just make little itsy-bitsy upgrades. And I'm telling you, my body wants to go to the grocery store every day, but my body doesn't need to because I'm having one meal a day. So I'm not buying 3 dozen jumbo Pete and Jerry organic eggs. I don't need them. I still am making little quiches, and I still put hard-boiled eggs on my salads at times with my 7-day-a-week planner. But it's not like before where I'd have 2 eggs every day, 2 eggs every day, 2 eggs every day. And so my body still wants to go and buy these goodies, but it doesn't need to because my pantry is full. Another place where I go high end is with organic coffee. Jim's is sold at Whole Foods. They actually had one flavor, Jojo Java, I think, at Stop and Shop, and it was like $2 cheaper than Whole Foods. but it's on sale at Whole Foods. Bulletproof coffee is on sale at Whole Foods too. And the reason you want to do that is because it just, the pesticides that they spray the beans with, they aren't washing them off often before they roast them. And so you're having a dose of all that unhealthy pesticides. And if it comes from another country, you have no idea what they use because it comes to you as a ground coffee. Just saying. So I aim for organic coffee as well. It's $1 or so more when they have their sales at the grocery stores with the Keurig. You know, I get the Paul Newman French roast organic, or the other Founders organic. Anyway, you can find it even in the Keurig. And so that's what I use. There are times I love the Kona, K-O-N-A, that they have at Bed Bath & Beyond, the chocolate macadamia one. And I had to buy, the funny part is there's a flavor there that I thought was the only flavor in the world that I would ever love. And they were out of it one day. And one of the clerks was like hovering around me. She said, "Why don't you try this one? You never know, you might like it." And it's like, what, me? Regimented, structured, disciplined, change doesn't come easy without a committee vote person getting a different flavor? And so it's the chocolate macadamia, and I love it. And it's not organic. So, you know, I'm taking my chances with that, but every now and then it's a BBC, which is a better bad choice. And it's a far cry from the CRAP I used to put into my body. Now, when you're looking for cream cheeses, you know, instead of, or any dairy, you want to go without the carrageenan, right? And the substitutes are guar gum. And so when you're looking for your cottage cheese, which I buy the Good Culture organic plain cottage cheese, I get it at Whole Foods. It's $1.99 for, I guess it's 5.5 ounces. But I have it for 2 different meals, right? They have the non-organic, but everything on the label kind of looks the same for $1.79 at the regular grocery stores. And it was on sale for about a month at $99 a container. So that was a bag. And so look for your cottage cheese, your sour cream, your cream cheese, and your cream without carrageenan. Guar gum is an acceptable additive at thickening agent. And yeah, so stay away from the carrageenan. You already learned that in Sarah School number 1, but it's just a reminder. And when you're buying your cheeses, make sure that you're not buying processed cheeses, because Jesus, don't buy processed cheeses. You know, I don't care what it says on the label to pull you in. It's standard American overprocessing of a beautiful thing that is just nice, regular cheese, okay? So sometimes I buy organic cheese, sometimes I buy organic cream cheese. They have that at Market Basket. That's the faraway store. I haven't been there in over a month. No great reason. It's just haven't been there. So I actually had a Philadelphia fathead pizza the other day. It happens. So we do the best we can with what we're working with. But there are some things that just, if you see it on the label, you say, no, thank you. No, thank you. I always look to see if there's an organic version first. I know that Daisy has good sour cream and good cottage cheese without carrageenan, and that is a dairy product that is on sale frequently. Be careful of your nut milks, cashew, almond, coconut, and your coconut water. Some of them still have carrageenan in them. Why? Because they can. Even Trader Joe's. I mean, it's like, really? Trader Joe's? Really? So don't trust everything you see. It could say organic on the front, but remember the carrageenan is an additive that is approved by the organic board, something like National Organic Safety Board, NOSB. And it's not good for you. The inflammation, think poison ivy on the inside of your body. instead of the outside. You wouldn't go and get poison ivy, right? So when you have carrageenan, that's what you're doing to your insides as well. Inflammation is not a good thing. It contributes to chronic poor health diseases, okay? So I see now I'm at 20 minutes. See, I'm so relaxed. It's just like it's slow motion to me. So this has just been a little chit chat about ingredients, about how to relax yourself. A little dose of Luther never hurt anybody. And so I'm back doing my Pilates. I will go to the rec center a couple of times a week as well. I'm committing to you. So I'm starting to do some physical stuff because my head, my busy brain has now slowed down with Christmas gone, the cottage rented out, and it just frees up. When my brain is free, then my body says, okay, we need attention now. So that's how I roll. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. With keto, under 10 today, and I'm having all those wonderful veggies, and my salad, and my filet mignon. Doesn't get better than this. And I've already had a bath in Dr. Teal's. Oh, life is good. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and you can find me if you want some one-on-one at ketocoachingsarah.com. That is my website, and you will see the different offerings that I have and the prices that I charge. And I accept PayPal. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.